think it's filming. It's got to stick the camera.
Poor Karen was stressing out because I had my phone switched off and she come all the way up to see me and I'm on my homes after this. I'm going down to Fashion. We're going to do some brilliant podcasts.
Yay! We met, that's the most important thing, Gary. I can't tell what I'm doing.
Oh God, he's got some boss tattoos. I know they're fake ones, aren't they? They're henna tattoos. Freedom includes freedom to say no. Yes, indeed.
I can't tell what I'm filming, I just can't do it.
The trouble is you need to get that screen sorted out.
I know, but it won't be now, Gary, because I've got no money right now. Oh my God, sit down. I'm absolutely knackered now. Walking up that escalator, stand me in.
Was there no, the lift weren't working?
Yeah, someone had turned the lift off. And then they were shutting it up, weren't they? So that was obviously on purpose. They didn't shut it off.
Shut it off.
They shut it off.
They shut it off because of this. They suddenly realised
yeah.
there's so many people coming up here. You were lucky you just got in there, otherwise. Subway's there, but you can get a cup of tea if you want.
It's freedom, isn't it, Gary?
It is Freedom Day for everybody in the world. And we want a cup of tea or a cup of coffee if you want over there at Subway's.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, the little kids are saying that.
Yeah.
No, it's because they want it, because they don't want it.
Hey, me and Gary are here, hot off the London streets. Obviously, we went to the march today and it was brilliant, wasn't it, Gary?
It was absolutely off the scale, and we met some good friends there. We met John Four and some right characters down there, to be honest with you, and all people from different walks of life. Absolutely fantastic turnout. It's the biggest turnout I've ever seen, to be honest with you, Karen. It sort of like knocked spots off anything we ever done with Flat Earth or whatever, because you know this was a really important event, and I've never seen anything like it. I mean, it just kept on coming, didn't it? The people, we were standing there.
There had to be at least 1 million.
There's got to be 1 million people, maybe more than 1 million.
Maybe 2 million.
Maybe 2 million people. I mean, it's just absolutely unbelievable. It was such a brilliant turnout, and you know. It is what it is. A lot of these people here are not awake on some of the other stuff that we're awake on, but they are awake on this, and we met some fantastic people down there. Really.
What was nice to see today, well, isn't it? That was 2 young girls. They must have only been about 15 or 16.
Yeah, that's right.
And we also saw lots of children involved in it, shouting freedom and stuff like that. It was really good.
You know, there's so many people down there want their freedom back. You know, they've been locked up now for...
Not one of these people had a...
16 months. No, nobody had a mask on.
No.
And when we was walking down Oxford Street, I said to a woman, I said, well, take your mask off, love. And she did. She said, yes, I think I will. She was walking the other way. She got caught up in it all. But no, it was a thoroughly fantastic day. I mean, we didn't go all the way down to Downing Street or White or wherever I was going. I mean, my leg was hurting me a little bit, to be honest with you. Even I had my bike with me, but my leg was hurting me a little bit, and it was a bit too far when it came. Then we had to get back to Paddington as well to come back to Fasham, so we did a little bit. I mean, you know, we're the elder statesmen of the people there, really. So, you know, I mean it in the nicest possible way, but we were, you know, it was just great to see loads of young people.
I just can't get over how many people there were.
It was just, I took over.
No one was recording it, no news.
I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, the feds just looked and they thought we can't do anything. There was quite a lot of feds there, but they couldn't have done anything today, to be honest with you. They had to let it just carry on.
We stopped the traffic, we stopped London.
We stopped the traffic, and even a cab driver, like, you know, he was even laughing about it. I said to him, blinking hell, mate, you're caught up in this, you know, and he was perfectly okay about it, wasn't he, that cab driver?
Mm.
He thought of it as quite a bit of fun, as did the people on the London sightseeing tour bus. They was all cheering and clapping and whatever. And
there was a nice vibe today, wasn't there?
It was absolutely fantastic. I mean, the spiritual energy there today was like off the scale.
I think these people do know a lot. When you actually looked at the signs, Gary, they do know that what's wrong. All the things that we would have picked up as FEs, they are.
Yeah. Well, do you know something? What I was saying today, like, I was talking to a woman, and you know, a lot of these people, and like I said, are not probably awake on other things, but this is fantastic because they are awake on this, and hopefully they'll say, well, if that's a load of rubbish, like maybe all this other stuff is, you know, and it's great. I actually spoke to some people that are probably,
I think most of them do know about it.
Half my age, people that were half my age, like, and they weren't a flat Earth. I mean, when I first got there, and I was,
it's going to finish with me going.
Okay.
Great.
Oh, yeah.
Get back to the beginning. Carry on, Gary.
Right. So no, the thing is, I was speaking to. Do you see this guy here? He had a TV.
And the nuns were out.
He had a TV on his head. This fella. I mean, it was absolutely fantastic. This guy here, like, he was dressed up like Spider-Man, and he was roasting up. I said to him, "I bet you're right in that, mate." He said, "You just don't want to know." I said, "You can end up losing a couple of stone, like, dancing around." He had some really absolutely off the scale reggae music though. So I was doing me and Cam were doing a bit of bopping there for a little while.
The nuns were out.
Oh yeah, the nuns. There was a nunnery across the road, like, and
well, there's a section of this group which had lots of flags up about Jesus. Even Jesus was in our.
Oh yeah, there was like some Hare Krishna.
And then suddenly you looked over and all the nuns were waving.
There were some Hare Krishna people there, but there was quite a lot actually. I'd say there was about like 30 or 40 of them, and Karen went and she had her sign upside down, and Karen said, "Excuse me, love, your sign's upside down." She said, "Oh yeah," turned it round the right way, but. Oh, this fella here, like, minion bloke, I thought he was a copper first of all, and he weren't. He had his girlfriend or his wife, like, he had hold of her arm, made out he was nicking her, but he was just taking the piss out the old bill, to be honest with you. Yeah, and of course the weather was off the scale as well, so they didn't manipulate the weather today. The weather was absolutely fantastic.
It was absolutely brilliant that the police didn't get involved.
Yeah,
it was peaceful.
The police never got involved. It was all peaceful. It was all peace-loving people.
So if we can do all this, you see what rubbish the rest of it is.
Exactly.
There was over 1 million people there. Not one fight. Not one problem. Because the police didn't get involved.
And we actually met a guy today. Listen to this. You got to love this fella. He's a Scottish bloke. He cycled all the way down from Scotland. It took him 6 days, and. He felt that strong about it. He cycled down there. Now, he didn't tell us where he was sleeping, like, at night time, but this guy cycled all the way down from Scotland, and I had no reason to doubt him, like, because he had all the charity, like, stuff over his tee. You might see him. He had all the charity stuff over his shirt, you know, and me, like, I think I couldn't even cycle down Oxford Street, and I got an electric bike, but...
No, you're not. I have a bit of a problem. My phone is broken and I can't really see what I'm doing, but I did manage to capture.
Well, we got the gist of it there. Everyone's got the gist of it, of like how many people were there. If you just look behind us, it's like there was even the people in the shops were coming out, like, looking.
Yeah, all the people that worked in the shops were standing in the doorways. You
know, Selfridges, like, all the staff were standing at the doorway.
Yeah.
Fully masked up, I may say. Well, most of them, not all of them. But
we're coming to the end now. We had a really great day, didn't we?
Oh, we had a day off the scale, and I hope this carries on all across, like, the UK. And further afield, abroad and whatever, because it deserves to be, you know. Today was a turning point for us.
There was children, there was elderly people, no one was wearing a mask. It was brilliant. And there was just millions of people.
I mean, I wouldn't know what the figure is, the amount of people that were there, but it was a bloody lot.
Yeah. You said
it was millions,
you felt
millions.
It was biggest
I felt as big as I think it's bigger than even the Iraq, the second Iraq war, like when people took to the streets. I think this was bigger than that, to be honest with you.
That's great.
Off the scale.
The people marched for freedom.
Power to the
today.
people, like Foxy used to say, like my favourite
Power
show,
to the people.
Citizen Smith. Power to the people.
Yeah. Anyway, it was a good day, wasn't it, Gary?
Yeah. It was it was an absolutely fantastic day, and like I said, folks, watch this space because I'm down here for a good few days. So we're gonna do some other podcasts. I'm gonna tell you about my horrendous sort of like travel abroad, which believe me, none of you lot would go abroad at the moment. It's just not worth it. It's more like a bleeding prison sentence, to be honest with you. But we'll do
discuss
that
another
We'll
day.
discuss it
We'll keep
another
that.
day. We'll keep that in mind, but the thing is, just for today, the main thing was today was a fantastic day we had down an Hyde Park.
And in a sense, when you were in the group, it felt united.
Yeah, and
Children, elderly
everybody.
people,
We was all united, and you know, we're speaking to people like we don't even know. It's like fantastic, like we've known all our
You
life.
weren't wearing anything.
No, exactly. And I don't know if RV's going to watch this, but I've got little Flossie in my hand right now. So he's had it. Flossie.
Russian vids. Gary's got Floss sitting on his
Russian
lap.
vids. I've got little Flossie on my lap, mate, and you know you're never going to have that because you're a few thousand miles away. And
He wants me to send her.
She'll be sleeping with me tonight on the bed, like she did last time.
He wants me to send her.
I know, yeah, no, Russian vids. I'll tell you what, we'll have to. As much as I admire you, mate, and you're such a big noise for me in the truth community. Me and you'll have to get into a boxing ring because she's my little girl.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we had a brilliant
We had
time
a brilliant day, absolutely fantastic, and I want to go down and watch the Wales versus Denmark, sort of like second half.
Go on then, Gary. You can go.
Which Karen thinks is all sort of like completely orchestrated, which it probably is, but it's my one guilty pleasure. That and the first series of Star Trek. So I still like my football.
Gary!
I know, terrible, isn't it? Anyway, with that in mind,
Bye, everybody.
and I'll speak to you very soon. I've got loads of things in my head like we're going to do over the next few. Because I'm here for a few days now, so and the weather's fantastic as well, so it'll be great.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have a nice Ruby Murray later.
I just turned it off by accident. Anyway, we are going now.
We're going now. We've got to do a bit of shopping like, and then maybe have a nice Ruby Murray like. If you're not a Cockney like, that's a nice curry. So we'll have a nice curry later.
All right then. Anyway,
All right.
It was a brilliant day.
Brilliant day,
Mwah!
fantastic.
To the freedom for people.
Power to the people, freedom.
Power to the people.